We got us team 2 together with Chill Pills. Is he going to be first up? Is it potentially maybe a race first up? After the race is Majawas. I didn't realize this is demoniac, but it's mage. I had no idea for the longest time. We got Drez, we got us in Chicago, and Chill Pills is going to be first up versus Dally, the Assassination rogue swapping in here with a quick sap, going in for a cheap shot to go road, sending all the blades on a shield, trying to make sure he's getting all those dots coursing through his veins with a pet getting summoned up, stun onto Dally, trying to see if he can go for the double stun, as it's going to be a trinket for both of them actually. Trinket for Chill Pills as well as Dally. Take a big up blitz back to back, got himself a major cloak shot, is walking through a death and decay. Does he have any dots on him? Looks like he's been able to avoid it, but now back-to-back death strike, not death strikes, obliterates. We're just shattering the boy's spine, but looks like he's, if he can go get himself a specific up, maybe a chiropractor, then he might be okay. Looks like he's gonna sit down to get some food. Might have revealed himself a little too early. Chill Pills knows if he just walks in, death and decay on top of him, he's gonna shot a step around. Wait a second, I'm actually surprised Chill Pills did not like activate a more switch or anything. I'm actually surprised he went for Lichborn trying to deny him a sap. I think that's what he was trying to do. We got ourselves on the team too with Beastly. We got ourselves there also. Zandevic as a Demonology Warlock as is a Demonology Warlock actually. Is he? Hold on. Are you? I can't even tell. I can't even tell. It doesn't say he got a Tyrant, but it doesn't say he's got a Felguard. It doesn't say he's got a Infernal. What kind of Warlock are you actually? You got a Shuvara as a pet. Chill Pills is getting hit with a cheap shot as he mounts on his Gladiator mount. Garrode, kid the shot to follow, locked down by the rogue with a quick shift. Does the rogue go for Deathmark? He hasn't used Deathmark whatsoever. So Chill Pills trying to see if he can activate Remorseless Winter. Does he get himself the big go? Stun on the Dally. Big blitz back to back. It's gonna go for double stuns afterwards. A big Dragonflight chopping him up with obliterates, man. That chopper. Look at that thing go. Oh my god. And they execute. He literally had an execute already for Dally. That was interesting. So that was it. That's really, really cool. I don't see Frost DK play Execute ever, but now that Execute works with Obliteration, where Execute, using the Execute ability, using Soul Reaper, gives you a Charter Killing Machine, that's actually really interesting because if you can obliterate him hard enough, get him low, Execute pops, Execute crits, that could be a one bang all to nothing. 100 to 0. Perfect situation. Gonna be a Chill Pills with a bit of that Spell Ward and proccing on him. That thing is gonna get removed or adjusted heavily. Very, very, very. So not in the same spot ward in the Chill. Remember, Breath by Diamond is going to go for Frost Mage, actually. Blasting out Chill Pills with Ice Lances. I didn't realize, I thought it was Fire or Arcane for some reason, but he's Frosty. Chill Pills got himself a bit of the MS. Mad Execute onto Diamond, but does survive it barely though. The Execute does end up proccing in his hell bar. If that thing crit, I think that would have been in a different situation too. Gonna be a bit of a blind onto Diamond. And Chill Pills gonna knock back for just a second and yoinking Diamond back in, hitting him with that Chain of Ice. I think needs to get in to make sure there's an Execute on him at all times. And it should be able to maintain Execute forever. As long as the guy's health is below 30%, the Execute should go up. Chill Pills taking a bit of damage. Maybe a situation where he may need a defensive. IBF getting used up right now, trying to go for an interrupt on a Diamond. Does he have the Execute rolling in? It's hard to tell because you can't really see the Execute like on him. Trying to go for a Glacial, but doesn't have canceling it out. Maybe there goes the interrupt. It's going to be able to go for a bit of that Ring of Fire. Walking Chill Pills into the ring is going to take a bit of the percentage damage. AMS keeping him alive here right now. Zaman going for yet another Icebook just to make sure that Chill Pills does not get the big Execute combo. Chill Pills did use Pillar of Frost, so I think he's banked up a couple of those obliterates. So if he can maybe go for a big go versus Diamond, maybe a silence, back-to-back obliterates, he may be in a really good spot. There goes the silence. Does he have himself a proper go? Set to a Chain of Ice, does have himself the Dome in order to protect him from any magic damage. Diamond does have himself the CC that he needs. Breath coming back up very, very soon, able to chip away the defenses of the Death that blink it past the gate, past the grip. And Chill Pills looking to go and kind of utilize the Tombstone in the middle to create some cover, but Diamond got himself plenty of a lot of that area denial with the Ring of Frost and Ring of Fire, as well as a Blizzard in case he wants to use it. Got himself a Blink to be able to break out of those stuns fairly easily, so Chill Pills won't really be able to lock him down quite easily. Diamond so far has been able to chip away with the guy fairly well. Is going to go for Wraithwalk again, just looking for that cover. Oh my god, that wasn't there. I think that might have been over. Chill Pills got himself AMS on Artino with some of the Frosty damage. Spike hitting him, but is able to avoid it for the most part. It's going to be short stun onto Diamond. Does he have the Execute? Does get the Execute to proc? Oh my goodness. And Light Messiah charging out immediately. IBF on Chill Pills does have himself the Human Ritual. Needs to go for as much healing as possible. Maybe even CC as Light Messiah got himself Hand of Freedom. Bubble as well. Just making sure he got himself full immunity. Chill Pills can't do anything against this one. Unless he got himself one more Death Strike, there's not much you can do. Unless you had yourself a full Dome, AMS, and everything. It's just over. Majao going to be up next. Also Frost Mage. I'm actually surprised there's this many Frost Mages in here. Why are there so many of you guys? What is going on? I guess they do have a lot of instant casts nowadays, don't they? Flurry, Ice Lances, all those things really do quite a bit of damage now. They're able to chip away at Light Messiah consistently. I think that's the advantage, is the consistent, constant cast and oh my god! Light Messiah is actually getting punctured like a balloon. Big blasters onto Majao, blizzards to follow, but Light Messiah taking a bit of damage, but Majao didn't even get a chance to ice block. That was a long range Tempest. He probably felt like, you know what, I'm safe. We're actually okay. And that just long range just ended up blasting him out. My god, why is it like that? Fear by the warrior is going to be fear to lock down Light Messiah for just a second, but the man going in for a blind has cooldowns rolling in, but is not willing to use up a trinket just yet. Wants to hold on to it until he gets put in a much more dire of situations. My god, did I enter class without using melee spells? Basically, yeah, he hit you from a mile away. That's nutty. Spear. Auto Light Messiah, big blast from my dress, got himself a bit of a parry. Light Messiah got himself big defenses ready, shield defenders together with a bit of that divine protection, I think it is too, right? Yeah, divine protection for sure. Dreads had to fight through all this. Basically, shield defenders and divine protection is basically equivalent to a bubble at this point, isn't it? My goodness, he just had so much defense there. Ray's gonna be up next, trying to see if he can just race him down to the finish line, just taking the boy down, race him into the graveyard, speed run it. Does he get to take it down with a hammer? Big hammer loaded up, could be a lot of damage. Oh, it does end up slamming it down right into the dirt with that hammer. My goodness, Beast going to be up next. All these pets are just absolutely mauling you, savaging you. You got yourself a little bit of healing access, I think it's over, unless maybe blessing. You got yourself divine protection, shield of vengeance, maybe that'll be enough. 30% damage reduction with a massive shield. Needs some kind of an immunity right now. Maybe lay on hands. Oh my goodness. Actually, already used lay on hands. At some point, I didn't even realize he did. It's going to be a Tyrant trying to see if it come out over for Beastly Lock. It's going to be a Vilefin joining in. Tyrant spawned in. Going to be a full-on stun to Shell Shock Beastly. Does Chicago have enough damage here just to absolutely rip right through him? Going to be massive, but Ted is blasting him out. Does end up slaying him. Well done. And Zandemic. Are you Demonology? Oh, you are a Destruction. You are opening up the portals. Gonna be a Succubus. You're getting blasted by portals while Succubus has you fully CC'd. What? Grounding Totem does end up getting quite a bit of value, eating up the full entire Chaos Bolt. Big alien blast, but Chicago gonna be reflected up for Zandemic. It's not a Demonology Warlock, so for Chicago, could be an opportunity to make something happen here. Gonna be a little bit of a Havoc. I don't really know what you can do with that Havoc, but like Chicago does end up taking him out. Well done. Does end up bringing it back for his team little by little. Shield pulls with 2, Chicago with 2. Light Messiah taking quick 3. Beast against 1. And Race does get to slam 1 out of the park as well.